One last thing here when it comes to helicopter combat is while helicopters are not able to take and actually fire at fixed wing aircraft, they can fire at each other. And you're going to take and follow all the previous rules that I've been discussing about small arms and ordnance against helicopters and how that's going to work, with a few small exceptions due to the fact that helicopters can be in flying and hover mode, and depending on their enemy target and what mode they're in, it's going to affect certain different modifiers. So let's say our Cobra attack helicopter here is in hover mode. He can fire his anti-tank guided missile. You can tell he has one by he has the depletion number on his counter. But for him to be able to fire that at another helicopter, his target would also have to be in hover mode. So our Cobra could actually not fire his ATGM at the Hind due to the fact that the Hind is in flying mode right now. Also, when it comes to machine guns and ordnance, the modifiers are going to vary depending on what mode the attacker and the defender are in. And it's very much the same for machine guns and ordnance, with one small exception. So let me lay them out here for you guys. When it comes to machine guns, if both helicopters are in flying mode, so both our helicopters are in flying mode, they are going to suffer a -4 to their firepower attacking another helicopter. If our attacker is in hover mode and the target is in flying mode, it's going to be a -2 to firepower. And if they are both in hover mode, then there's going to be no penalty. When it comes to ordnance, it's almost the same as machine guns. Flying versus flying is going to have a +4 to your to hit roll. Hover versus flying is going to have a +2 to your hit roll, but hover versus hover is going to add a +1 to your hit roll instead of having no modifier.